I'm back. This is the official burr comb collecting pan. So I'm going to scrape some burr comb off the lid and off the inside here. A lot of bees on the top. They're working on it here. I'm going to try and get some of them out of the way. Then just go down inside. Don't get too excited. Definitely some pollen in there too with the honey. It may not be quite honey, but it's yummy. My wife just tasted it a minute ago. You don't want to let this lay around. You can throw it away, you can sample it a little bit, but you definitely don't want to leave it lay next to the hive. Problem with letting it lay next to the hive on the ground, it attracts predators, and you don't, and other robber bees, and you don't want that to happen. I'm going to work on that in a little bit. I'm going to keep going in the hive, do my inspection. This hive isn't quite as advanced yet as my other hive, the white hive. I call this one blue and this one white, just because that's the name of that's the color of the bottom section of the hive. Not expecting too much out of these guys. Another empty frame, 3 empty frames, 3.5. Here, they're starting to work in here. Starting to work, mostly just food. No, I don't see any eggs in here. That's okay. Queen's been working more towards the middle and towards the food. Probably because it's been cold at night and they've been staying clustered a little bit more. Next frame, there's definitely more propolis. This yellow stuff that they use, it's like cement to the bees. They hold things together with it, and they use it quite a bit. Lots of eggs in here. Yeah, almost everything I can see has eggs in it. So queen is definitely active. On this side, we have honey, some nectar, looks like some pollen even, some small larvae, some eggs, kind of a great mixture. I'm expecting on the next frame, there's probably going to be some capped brood and a mixture, and then probably 1 or 2 frames of almost entire capped brood, and maybe even some brood that is already hatched. So it is coming along. It's not like it's too slow. I think the other hive, these are my first 2 hives ever. I think the other hive is moving very quickly. Yep. This is definitely got lots of capped brood and honey. Capped brood, a little bit of honey on the corners. Definitely very active. A lot of bees are already have come out. A few bees have come out of this one. The next couple days, they're definitely going to be coming out, hatching, and to new bees. Haven't seen the queen yet. Oops, haven't seen the queen yet, but that doesn't mean she's not in here. Just having evidence of the queen, meaning there's fresh brood, fresh eggs, lots of capped brood, and actually there's a lot that came out already. Uncapped brood in the middle where it's brown. The golden color is the capped brood, and this on the end here is honey. That's very promising. It means there's fresh new bees in there. Fresh new bees from this whole section in the center. These were capped brood a few days ago when I looked. They're already out, and there's new eggs already in there. So the queen is definitely very active. This is what you call just burr comb. It's honeycomb. It's not in where you want it. I'm going to remove that. I have the tray I'll put it into. Any place there's a space that the bees don't like, they prefer very tight quarters. If there's a space bigger than they like, they fill it with honeycomb. Boy, these are sticking. Pry them apart. That's that propolis holding it together. Try not to pinch any bees when you pull them out. I don't know what that side looks like, but yeah, lots of cap brood. Absolutely beautiful. This side is the same thing. Cap brood, a little bit of honey. Perfect. Still no queen. I'm not concerned. She might be on the next frame. I may have just missed her. That's okay. Even if the queen were to die now, which you don't want to see happen, but even if she would, there are enough eggs in there. The worker bees can create a new queen. Lots of brood in here. A little bit of cap brood, a little bit of larvae, eggs, honey, pollen, a little bit of pollen, nectar, like perfect. Nothing on that one. That's a little too close to the feeder. And then I didn't see the queen, but that's okay. I'm gonna push all these back. I'm gonna fill up the feeder, and then I'm not gonna expand this hive yet. I think it's still a little too early to expand this one. And where's the frame? With the feeder in there, it makes it a little extra tight. Without the feeder, there's a little bit of play. I'm gonna put that down here in my tray. Gonna fill this up. I filled it up a few days ago. We had some rain for a few days, so the bees kind of were in. They weren't too active, but they certainly had plenty of sugar water to keep them busy and have them keep building honeycomb. So, there's a little ladder in here where the bees are, and they're on that ladder. And I pour the sugar water down inside. Sometimes they get down in there, and I see them most of the time they're coming back up. So they swim or climb back out of the sugar water. And they're pouring up out of there like there's a flood. Alright, that's pretty good. Put this away. And I'm going to take the inner lid, kind of scrape a little more, put the bee back. Okay, that's good. I'm gonna put this back, get the bees back together. Woo, lots of bees in there. Don't forget to put the opening up. Put it on and turn it gently so you don't squash any bees. That's a squashed bee. All right, put the lid on. Remove a couple soldiers that didn't make it. And hopefully another week or two I'll be able to put a second box on this of 10 more frames. I'm going with 2 deeps, and then I'll go with mediums above that, and however many mediums I need, but I'm expecting just 1 this year. And what I'm when I go away a little bit more, I'm gonna hit this with a little bit of smoke so they'll maybe back away from it. It looks like it could be a worker, workers, and then a drone bee. This worker here, she definitely has pollen on her legs. It's more of a brownish yellow pollen. I've seen yellow, I've seen bright yellow, this color, and then orange even. And you can see here how there's orange, and this is pollen in the honeycomb. So that's it for today. Gonna have these bees come out of here gently, and then gonna taste their honey. Just see how good they're doing. That's the Bee Guy signing off. Have a great day.